Yo, what's up? STS here. Welcome to another brand new slammed movie review. As you saw before, I checked out our movie. I have a video called a slammed movie pickups, which would be it'd be a part of my slammed movie reviews playlist. It's basically just me. When I go to the video stores or that selling movies or pawn shops or Walmart or whatever, I will definitely do a pick. I want to I just want to have extra money, and then I'll just do some pickups, and then might talk to you about it and say a little review here. But my reviews are the fucking ranting, full in depth and spoilerism shit. But yes, this is Slam Movie Review, and I got this. Which we're talking about the Death Wish, the original Death Wish of Charles Bronson. I got this at the video store. Actually, I was going to get this 2 days ago for $5, and I ended up getting this for 99 cents at Family Video, which I thought was pretty badass. So I ended up getting Death Wish though, and the thing is, the reason why I also got Death Wish is because I have all the other Death Wishes, so I have the full collection. Uh, Charles Bronson's 53 years old in this film, and it's 1974, and he's I think in his 60s in the 80s one, or the late 60s, whatever. But Death Wish. We can talk about Death Wish. It's in the New York City. I mean, he's a bleeding heart liberal, which is he I can say myself a liberal and stuff, but he's basically a contractor. He's in New York City. When I talk about in the Death Wish series, my favorite Death Wish is Death Wish 3. People can fucking hate on me. I've seen the reviewers and every fucking thing else. The original Death Wish is not one of my favorites. I'm sorry. Yes, it begins the whole fucking franchise, but Death Wish 3, I mean, I will never. That's just my favorite one. That was the one that I saw. This is like my second time seeing this movie in its full entirety. The first one. But I'll talk about Death Wish 3 whenever I get to that point. But basically, I mean and this is really because the second Death Wish is in 1982. This came out in 1974, so it took a couple of years for the sequel. For this one, the picture quality, well, also because it's in HD, this one's in blue. All these are in Blu-rays. I wish that this was in it, but it's not. But I didn't care. I wanted just to have the DVD, have the collection. The thing is, it just starts out with a bang. Well, you get your little. Well, first of all, before I spoil it, I mean, I love the action. The beginning gives you a little, oh, how happy dappy do with his wife, and all of a sudden, he just goes to work, and then these fucking thugs, which these thugs, by the way, they don't even get caught here. I think the second one in Death Wish 2, I think there's the character that Jeff Goldblum played, one of the thugs. Well, it's not even played by him. I think he's the main protagonist. He finds out. I don't know how he finds it though, but these three fucking hoodlum thug motherfuckers come in, and it's probably one of the most fucked up scenes. I mean, besides the Clockwork Orange scene from the scene in the ring, rape scene. This was more. It's just more disturbing. The killing the wife and then the daughter. I mean, jamming the guy's dick. I mean, this is kind of a spoiler. I'm sorry, but Jeff Goldblum's character, you can see Jeff Goldblum's ass, and they fucking sexually assault his daughter and fucking jam his dick and her, just the way it was, and then they killed their mother, and it's just, that's how it starts off, and then he finds out, and he goes ape shit. He goes ape shit. He's a cook, but before I spoil it even worse, I mean, the spots and stuff. I mean, this is a pretty cool action. I mean, drama-esque action vigilante film. The quality of it, I mean, the picture, I don't know, some of it, I had to watch it 3 times because actually I fell asleep twice because if I have to watch a movie, I have to watch a movie with the lights on because if the lights off, I fuck off. I sleep as hell. But he goes he goes ape shit. I like the film. It starts a great franchise. Vigilantism. I love vigilante kind of films. Excuse me. Charles Bronson, one hell of a fucking actor. I mean, they had this for $10 or 3 or the rest of the sequels, and then there's another Charles Bronson set which I want to get for my collection, and it's on Blu-ray. Walmart and everything's been doing some good reviews, and I'm going back to my movie collection days. But the thing is, but let's just get to the very ending here. Was I satisfied? I mean, I'm satisfied with the movie. I definitely recommend it. But rewatching this film, I'm not gonna rewatch this Death Wish film. I mean, it's cool. It's a cool flicky. But then again, from watching Death Wish 3 to being that, and I don't really give a fuck if the author, because the author Brian Garfield, because it's based on the novel from Brian Garfield, he hated the sequels. He only liked a little bit of the second one, and he did love this one. I don't really give a fuck, Garfield. All I give a fuck about is Death Wish 3. I mean, that's the only one I liked. But yeah, I definitely recommend it because of the series. I mean, get all of this. Have the whole collection. I'm glad that I have all the Death Wishes here as the collection. But I probably want to watch it. I just probably wouldn't. But yeah, that's it on that one. Now the spoilers. I mean, the main. I mean, you can talk. Let's just talk about the fucking rape scene. I mean, I mean, it was one of that was one of the first films as a young. I think I was maybe, I don't know, 10, 12. I was in my teens, preteens. And I remember this. I just remember that rape scene and it just really just I didn't like. This is fucked up. I didn't really like that scene. And I didn't really care for guys I didn't respect men that do that. I want to have sex with a woman who's moaning my name, like my girlfriend does. I'm not gonna have like someone screaming or just jam my dick up someone's girl's mouth and that shit. And throughout this whole film, in her case, who played her? I don't know. I'm trying to think of their daughter's name. Her fucking name's not even on here. Or is it Carol? Yeah. And she's not. Look at this. This was, she was so. This rape scene was shit. It was a part. She was the only. She's on this whole fucking Wikipedia thing here. She is not even on the fucking, like, she had no fucking, like, this is like, was her only fucking film. That's ridiculous. Oh, Christopher Guest was on there. I didn't recognize Christopher Guest was the clerk that finds the gun. Wow, I didn't know about that. I gotta check back again. But Carol, I mean, after she gets all, the rape scene shit, and her mom's dead, she just loses. I mean, she has dementia, coma-esque. I'm trying to figure out. I'm just trying to figure out. Yeah, his daughter's severe depressed from the trauma and now is catatonic. I'm trying to remember what the fuck that is. Like catatonic state. Well, that's what she is. I mean, like, there's a scene where her husband, Steve, I think, Steve Keats plays Jack Toby, tries to touch her and didn't like it. I mean, then she's like, screaming because of PTSD. I mean, she's very fucked, and I mean, I understand. And her husband, though, he plays such as a fucking putz ass. And here's a thing that I wouldn't fucking, and I don't really care for, is that if I'm with, let's say, like, if I married my girlfriend or whatever, and then I go around like her family and say, "Hey, Dad, Hey, man, it's about a dad. It's like that. You're not my dad. I've only have one dad, and that's Steve Elliott, and there's actually a Stephen Elliott who played the police commissioner on here. But no, those scenes with Jack Toby, with Paul Kersey. Paul Kersey's Charles Bronson, but Stephen Keats, he just played this wuss, and just like, Dad, oh man, I didn't like some of the actors here. It's all about Charles Bronson. That's another reason why I didn't like this flick. But I mean, I'm not gonna give it a con. I'm not gonna give it a fucking rant. I mean, well, my Slam movie reviews, I make you guess if I liked it or not. I don't do just half Slam movie review rant or anything. But I did love the deaths. They're great. I'm just pissed off that he didn't get Jeff Goldblum and on this character and some others, but he did get these different other muggers and stuff. But yeah, once he's a contractor or whatever the fuck he does, architect, he goes to Tulsa, Arizona. His boss takes him there, and then he ends up meeting this one guy, and he gets a gun as a gift, and that's when he goes ape shit. He's a good shot on the gun too. But there's different really. I mean, just the gunshots. I mean, let's say for the hits he did. Nothing. I'm trying. I mean, you get the original. I mean, there's let's see, my favorite. I mean, I could say the subway, the original subway, where those fuckers come in, or there's the ending. But the thing is, though, I think it's funny about the Death Wish series is that it's like the DA and the FBI and shit. They always let him go loose. Like they always let him go. Get out of town. And I'm like thinking, man, this is a white privileged movie. I mean, but then again, he did kill. He didn't not only just kill black guys. He killed the muggers that killed. It was white. But at the very end, he goes to Chicago, and one of my favorite scenes is the very end where he finds a couple of hoodlums in Chicago, and then he just looks at him and stares at him, and Paul just smiles and just makes a finger gun at them and smiles at him and said, yeah, okay, I'm in Chicago, and I'm ready to kill some more. So yeah, that's Death Wish. The very first Death Wish, not my favorite Death Wish, like I said. I have Death Wish 2, 3, which I want a poster of, and I got Death Wish 4, The Crackdown, which I remember younger, and I was not a fan of it, but then, who knows? Maybe I changed my mind. But Death Wish 3, I'm going to show it off, and I'm going to show it off again. That's my favorite Death Wish of all time. But that is Death Wish, good vigilante movie. I definitely recommend it, but it's not rewatchable for me. But I'm Sam Slam, and we check you later for the next Slam movie review. Peace.